U.S. Attorney's Office, and Capitol correspondent Pat Bailey has been following the story. He read through the indictment. He joins us now with details from our Albany bureau. Fill us in, Pat.
Liz, the indictment against John Sampson alleges the state senator embezzled $440,000 to pay for an unsuccessful campaign to become district attorney of Kings County in Brooklyn. It also alleges after Sampson thought what he did was illegal, he borrowed money to pay those funds back that he had embezzled. But it says he never did. And according to the indictment, when Sampson felt authorities may be onto him, he threatened to, quote, take them out.
Today, we have unsealed a 9-count indictment that outlines a pattern of self-dealing and corruption that spans decades and covers several events.
According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, those events started when Sampson was appointed by the Kings County Supreme Court to oversee foreclosed commercial properties. The indictment against him says Sampson skimmed $440,000 from 4 of the foreclosures he oversaw. Sampson is then alleged to have sought out someone described in the indictment as an associate and borrowed $188,000 from them to pay those funds back. Sampson allegedly said this was a loan, but the indictment said he never paid that money back. The associate was then arrested for bank and wire fraud. According to the indictment, the associate told authorities about Sampson, then went undercover for them. During a meeting that was allegedly taped, the associate told Sampson the feds were looking into both of them and seeking the evidence the associate had. The indictment states Sampson asked the associate to lie for him and claims the senator told the associate he would track down any informants who are after them and, quote, take them out.
If there's money out there and he feels that there's a need for it, he will rationalize it and justify it.
This indictment says the FBI went to Sampson's home at one point to confront him, and after he did not comply, they informed him he had just lied to federal agents. Asking him if he wanted to revise his statement, Sampson allegedly said, quote, not everything I told you was false.
At least as far as John Sampson was concerned, it's all about him. His oath as a lawyer, his oath as a state senator, his position on either the Judiciary or the Senate Ethics Committee in no way impacts how he does business.
The U.S. Attorney's Office in a press release today said if Senator Sampson was to be convicted on all 9 charges as they stood, he would be looking at over 100 years in prison. However, late today, WNYC is reporting that at his arraignment, Sampson was offered a plea that would put him in prison between 36 and 48 months. I called the U.S. Attorney's Office to ask if that was true, and they said, quote, they were not commenting on that report. Sampson's attorney did not return my call this afternoon, Liz.
Pat, you and I were talking at noon today about his political future. Is there anything new on that front? Is he going to be back in Albany as a senator?
Well, Liz, he is out tonight on $250,000 bail, and today he was stripped of his committee duties, one of which was on the Ethics Committee, and he made the decision not to conference with Democrats. So he is making it sound like he will continue to come back to Albany and serve out his time here as a senator. Now, what do his colleagues think of all of that and his arrest? I'll have that for you tonight at 6 o'clock.